Hi, we're members of Made in China, which is an exhibition in Durham Oriental Museum created by young people such as ourselves. Postgrad university students have also been working alongside us in the curation of this unique exhibit. This exhibit will take you on a journey through the relations between Britain and China, both past and present.
I think if you try to sort of put things against it, it'll lose its own equilibrium.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Like what we've done with the plates.
Before we actually chose the title of our exhibit, we visited the archives in the old Fulham Mill in Durham to see if we could uncover any intriguing objects such as historic China porcelain, and this would be able to show what sort of objects would have been exported into the northeast from as far back as the 1500s up to present day.
Not only did we uncover the very objects that we wanted, we also found out who purchased them. This included a local family from the Durham area called the Baker Bakers, whose records inspired the recreation of our 18th century kitchen that can be experienced in our exhibition.
Ah, hello there. As you can see, we're all here searching through the boxes in the old Fulham Mill in the attic here, looking for porcelain and various other useful things to go into our collection at the museum, to go into our exhibition, which we will be creating in time, probably after you've seen this video. Now, as you can see over here, our friend Andrew is searching through a box here. Have you found anything, Andrew?
A lot of pottery.
Ah, a lot of pottery. Seems to be a recurring theme for the day.
Oranges. Because weren't we talking about that? Were you there last week?
No, I wasn't there.
About before all the sort of stuff started coming from China, oranges and things were like the most tropical sort of goods you could get imported. Because they came from like Portugal and Spain and...
Do we just want to look at what was imported, or do we want the effect of what it did, like improving health, you know, helping with vitamin C?
Yeah. We could probably compare it to like the health beforehand.
Yeah,
And then the
that would
health
link to our
after.
other exhibit.
Yeah.
We went into the Palace Green Archives in Durham to learn about the Opium Wars from letters written at the time. In these archives, we also found some of the earliest maps of China, which had large expanses of land uncharted by the English, which enabled us to understand the lack of knowledge that the English had of China at that time.
The lack of knowledge can still be seen today due to the limited education of the Opium Wars and other conflicts that have been between Britain and China. An example of this is during November 2010, our Prime Minister David Cameron wore a poppy whilst visiting the President of China.
Although a similar remembrance to us, the poppy is a stark reminder of the devastating drug trade England had with China that later caused 2 wars, killing many Chinese, both soldiers and civilians.
To ensure we had prior knowledge to the Opium Wars and understood the sensitivity of the subject, we travelled to Newcastle to interview the Chinese Association of Newcastle to learn how sensitive the subject was to them in modern society.
Any nationalities, maybe because I had immigrated in this country, was quite young, and also that had many different nationality friends. So I think that I don't know, and I don't feel ashamed of it, because at that time, perhaps the people that obviously they all want power, and then that is the big part of it. That's all. Yeah.
As curators, we thought it would help us understand our exhibit better by making our own porcelain objects. We went to Newcastle to be trained by David Fry, who owns a workshop and sells handmade porcelain. Practice thumb pots were made with clay before we started using the porcelain. When we created our objects, we modeled them after the ancient Chinese porcelain that's featured in our exhibition.
Right, so we're at David Fry's ceramic workshop in Newcastle, and we're here to make various things like porcelain, recreate some. So everyone's having a practice go with clay now. I've already had a go, and it didn't go brilliantly.
Attempting to recreate these lovely teacups and getting them the right size because it'll shrink when it goes in the kiln. So it looks much bigger than it'll actually be.
The main reason for this exhibit being commissioned was due to the Olympics coming to London, which will take place during the summer. LOCAG and the Cultural Olympiad facilitated this project and allowed us, as the curators, to create an exhibit around the Olympic idea. As the Olympics were last in Beijing, we deemed it appropriate to model our exhibit around Britain and China. This in turn led to the name of the exhibit itself, Made in China, Exports and Experiences.
Well, we hope you will enjoy our exhibit as much as we've enjoyed making it, and can now walk away knowing a little bit about how it was made. Thank you.